come on.
I know the Rimac is very pretty, I can see that. And I know it's very fast. But I also know it can't do this. I know it looks like the three of us are just clowning around in some supercars on a lovely, lovely day on a beautiful bit of road. But this is important work. It is. It is.
Oh, bloody hell.
Come on, keep going. Right.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, my word. Oh, brilliant. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm slightly alarmed. Oh, I was born to do this. Oh, no. Oh. Feel the power of that.
And to prove its important work, we decided to pull over and start acting like important car journalists.
You may mock the idea of a Croatian supercar, but Rimac is already working with Koenigsegg and Aston Martin on their battery tech. It's a serious company, so serious that they make nearly every bit of this car themselves. Sat-nav, switchgear, headlamps, all in-house.
Apart from the leather, if you go for that, which is Bulgarian.
Oh, I love Bulgarian leather.
It's my favourite. But anyway, the reason I like the Aventador most is because it defines the supercar. It wasn't designed to do 1 billion round Brands Hatch. It was designed to do 9 on Knightsbridge. It was designed to make people go, wow, and it does. If you want to go fast, buy a Ferrari.
Or a Rimac.
And that's for shaving your legs, if you're a lady.
I love the Lamborghini as well, the styling especially, it's fantastic, but you know that the sort of time and thought that Lamborghini put into that, Honda put into things that they thought were important, like making a new type of steel section for that pillar so it can be smaller, so you can see out better, 10 radiators to cool the drivetrain, and lots of other stuff that make modern technology simple to use.
I just don't like it.
Well, how is that relevant? I'm talking about it, and I
don't
like it.
I
So you're wrong.
I wanted to like it, but I don't.
You're redundant.
I didn't like. I really wanted to like it. I've been 10 years looking forward to it. I wanted to like it. I got in it. I didn't like it.
But it doesn't matter because I do.
You are
No,
wrong.
I'm not wrong. I do like it.
Eventually, we stopped arguing and set off. Sadly, however, things took a turn for the worse when we arrived at the hotel that Hammond had booked.
What?
Hammond, what is a wellness retreat?
One of these.
More specifically, hang on, it said Swiss Natural Detox.
Yes.
What is that?
It's handy for where we need to be.
Can we get a drink here?
No.
Are you serious?
Yes?
Do you realise that could result in your death?
Could.
Yes.
Sorry, Will, what are you thinking of? Why?
What? It's convenient, it's near many things
Well,
I
it's
want
the
to be
only
near.
hotel.
Do they do colonic here?
Yes?
Would you like to know what colonic feels like?
The new electric version.
Do they
It's very
really do
modern.
colonic here?
You might feel better for it.
I won't feel better
You'll
for
thank
it.
me for it in a bit.
Would you like a glass of water, James, and some kale?
Oh, yes, that's what I always have for supper.
Over dinner that night, the mood was dark. How long are we here for?
4 days.
4 days.
I've got a lot of things planned.
Yeah, but we're going to starve to death, Hammond.
No, you won't. Listen, what this is tough love. Well, not love for you two, but it's what you need. It's tougher hate than usual is what I'm giving you. I'm taking you in hand and for both of your sakes, turning you around, turning over a new leaf. I actually think James is looking better already. Look at him. He's got a healthy glow.
He isn't looking better, he's looking angrier.
You're going to look a lot worse in a minute. I can guarantee that.
Look at the view. Look at that. Look at that.
You can't eat that.
Our first outing was to a museum in the nearby city of Lucerne.
That's a waste of time.
Oh, bugger. No!
Oh, I shouldn't feel so good, but it does. Oh, my word.
Yes!
Stop coming together now. What's wild?
Yes! Full throttle! Here comes a bit dangerous then.
That night over dinner, the mood was even darker. And the following day, it didn't improve, because Hammond made us go on exactly the same route as he had the day before. And after Hammond had plugged his car into the same charging point, we went off to look at that day's underwhelming attraction, the Museum of Chess.
Boom! I win!
He doesn't even know how to play, does he? And then the penny dropped.
Hammond, what are we doing tomorrow?
Going to a pencil museum.
Is the Pencil Museum in the same town as this museum?
Yes.
Do you keep bringing us to this town because it's the only one within 100 miles of our wellness centre where there is a fast charging point for your car?
Yes.
So, that night, after another plate of weeds, James and I sacked Hammond as team leader and came up with our own schedule. Right, we found an airfield and now we're going to have a drag race, which is a lot more interesting than going to a museum.
I thought he'd like museums. I mean, he's driving one.
Track, check, traction, yes.
I've put it in launch, which sets the rear two engines in the first of their 2 gears. The front 2 engines only have 1 gear. I do not know how that works. Why doesn't the car stretch or overtake itself?
The simple fact of the matter is that because this car has no electrical gubbins, it is, despite appearances, the lightest car here. And it has 730 horsepower. So allow me, please, to demonstrate that you can't beat old-time rock and roll. Thrust mode.
3, 2, 1. We're off.
That Rimac just off.
If that is the future, I am so ready! Oh! Oh!
I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything move as quickly as that. Not with number plates. Annoyed that my dinosaur had been humiliated, I decided to show Hammond that it still has enough power to kickstart a dying star. Yes! That's what Lamborghinis